Hi, everybody. We are back with a new episode of Movies with My Mother. This, as always, is Lexi.
And hi, I'm Mom.
And we watched Super Troopers today.
Yes, we did.
It's been a rough couple weeks,
Yes.
and I figured we needed something just stupid funny
Yes.
that Mom has never seen before.
OMG. It is. It was the tonic to the soul that we needed.
It really was the laugh. And when I went to the video store to buy it last night because I couldn't find my copy and it's not streaming anywhere.
Right. Of course.
I couldn't find it, so I had to ask the lady. And the computer said they had 2 copies, and she said, okay, that probably means I actually have one. And so we're both standing there looking for it. And I'm like, I really hope you have it because I'd rather give you the money than Amazon.
Right.
And she's just like, well, I appreciate that.
Yes.
I'm like, I know. That's why I'm here.
And you were there, what, 2 minutes before close?
Yeah, it's 7:30 at night.
Yeah, so she wanted to see the back of you fast.
Yeah, and I was just like, and they were talking about their husbands, and I had to chip in.
Of course.
You know, I have a hard worker at home too that thinks that I'm not a hard worker.
Right. Yeah. Been there, done that.
Oh,
Still hardworking.
oh, ain't love grand.
Yeah. It is.
Okay, so Super Troopers movie was from 2001, 2002. I saw both dates, so.
You know what? I did too, and I wondered about it.
And I can't remember.
You know what? I think that it was 2001. It went to Sundance.
Oh, okay.
And then it was released in 2002.
That makes sense.
I had read that somewhere. I don't believe that I wrote it down.
Okay.
But that seems to me that that's why it had 2 release dates.
That makes sense. Was a hard R.
Yes.
There was some nudity, a lot of coarse language, smoking, drugs,
Sex, violence.
Yeah, violence.
Everything you could choose. It was right there in front of us.
Yeah, car chases.
Yep.
Is an hour and 40, hour 43, depending on the cut you're watching. I don't know what we watched. We just watched whatever I grabbed at the video store.
Yes, and it was pretty funny.
And it's directed by Jay Chandrasekhar. I didn't play an audio version of that name, so I hope that's sort of right.
That's what I thought maybe in my head when I read that. And you're right, I didn't take a video.
You'll know him if you see him. He's been in a lot of other things. He did a guest spot on Community.
Yes.
He directed
a lot of Community.
Yeah. So did Kyle Newacek from the Workaholics group.
Okay.
He plays the drug dealer on that show.
All right.
But yeah, he does a lot of sitcom directing.
Yeah.
He does all the Broken Lizard movies.
Yeah. He did a bunch of the Goldbergs. He directed a bunch of the Goldbergs.
Oh, okay.
That's just been in the news because they've written off the father.
Ooh.
And I can't think of his name.
And the grandpa just died.
Oh, my.
Jeff Garlin.
Yes.
Is the father. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, who knew that funny men are just pieces of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He also did several Arrested Developments.
Oh, okay.
I believe he starred in, or he made appearances in a couple of them. I seem to remember that. And he directed several of them.
I can't say that I know that, but I know that I've watched, I think, all of the Arrested Developments.
And maybe I put start in it. Maybe he was in one of these other ones that I have written down here.
Oh, okay.
You know me, I'm always wrong.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
It did not do well critically.
Ooh. Did you look at Rotten Tomatoes? Oh my gosh, they don't like anything
Which
he
is
did.
Crazy because, this is it's a fan favorite. It's just so funny and it resonates with everybody.
Everybody.
So it got 36% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
48 on Metacritic and 7 out of 10 on IMDb, which again I feel is way too low.
Yes. What, were people high when they came out of there and they didn't remember what movie they'd been in?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! But they don't. Rotten Tomatoes does not like anything he has done at all.
Well, and it seems that Rotten Tomatoes is not a fan of basically everything we like.
I know
So
everything we've seen has had like
low.
12,
Yeah.
30.
I think only Hitchcock did really well.
But they don't get us. I guess they just don't get us.
I guess not. The basic plot is a group of goof off Vermont state troopers are vying with the local police to kind of solve a crime and also mostly save the highway patrol.
Yeah, save their jobs.
Budget cuts are killing police forces around the nation still.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, how prophetic is this?
right. It is starring and was written by the Broken Lizard comedy group, Jay Chandrasekhar, Kevin Heffernan, Steve Lemmy, Paul Soter, and Eric Stolhansky. It also starred Brian Cox, Marissa Coughlin, and a cameo by Wonder Woman Linda Carter.
Yes.
Mom didn't recognize her at first.
I knew who she was, but I couldn't put a name on her.
Those eyeballs, you couldn't tell by those eyes?
I should have.
Now, IMDb said that the budget was just straight up $3 million. But Wikipedia said it was between $1.5 and $3 million. So it's probably somewhere in the middle.
Yes. And it was a self-funded movie.
Oh, okay.
They had taken it to, let me find this where I have this. Harvey Weinstein,
Oof,
our
okay.
favorite guy.
What a mensch.
He helped develop it at Miramax.
Oh, okay.
But they chose not to go on with it. And so Jay knew a girl whose dad was a homemade screenwriter.
Okay.
And he had to, and the guy wanted him to read his stuff, but he wanted to read something of his to see if he was really a real screenwriter.
Oh, okay.
So Jay sent over Super Trooper to him, and he thought it was hilarious.
It was.
And he is the one that put the money up for it.
Oh, okay.
He's an investment broker or something. I don't write everything down. So
yeah, no.
And that's how the movie got made.
Well, it was a good gamble because it domestically made $18.4 million.
Yes.
Worldwide gross was $23.2 million.
Yes.
But on a $1.5 to $3 million budget, that's a lot of money.
A lot
That's
of money.
Almost 8 times.
Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah. So good for them.
Yeah.
It did spawn a sequel that was released only a few years ago.
Yes.
It was not as good.
And as I always say, the first one's always the best.
Well, I think that also they waited too long.
Oh.
You got to strike while it's hot.
Oh, okay.
And 15, 16, 17 years later, it's goofy, but it's not funny because it's kind of sad because the old guys doing the same thing.
All these men are that much older.
Yeah. So
you can't be raging around drinking and drugging and
being crazy people.
Yeah, having sex wherever you want, when you're 40, like you can when you're 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Steve Lemmy, the guy who played Mac, the guy with the steel cup.
Yes. Yes.
He said that the idea for the movie came to them while road tripping to weddings across the country in Jay's car.
Okay.
And they got pulled over a lot. And they were high most of the time.
That's why all of this stuff is so funny. It's real.
Yeah. And it said that led them to think about, hey, what would happen if these cops had any kind of sense of humor? They could have really messed with us. And that's kind of where this was all born from.
Yes.
But that's basically all I got in terms of just kind of stats and basic ins and outs.
Oh.
Do you got anything?
Oh, heck yeah. I got lots of stuff.
What you got?
Oh, It's not stats. I got the information.
Okay.
Jay was born in Chicago.
Okay.
His parents were doctors.
Of course.
Anyways, he went to a boarding school,
Oh.
Lakefront Academy, where he graduated, and then went on to he did a stint. Oh no, he went on to Colgate College,
Okay.
which I read about. It's like a Baptist theology type college, but it's very it's like a little Ivy school.
Oh.
And I thought, wow, that, and so I read up a little bit more, and it seemed rather prestigious. I can't say that I'd ever heard of Colgate College.
I've heard of it, but again, I don't know what goes on anywhere because I'm not a book learning type.
And that's where the Broken Lizard group was formed.
Oh, okay.
But at that time, it was called the Charred Goose Beak.
Broken Lizard is way funnier.
Well, yes. And it kind of got forced upon him because he was into theater in high school and in college. And a guy was doing these little shows in college, and he had to go to London or something. So he called him up and said, get this troupe together and do something for one of these shows. So he went next door to his buddy. Is his name Ken?
Kevin.
He went next door to Ken. Kevin said, no. So the guy called him a little while later, go, let's get this. So he went out next door, and Kevin said, no. And finally the guy said, you're going to do this. Get your group together and take care of it. And he went next door, and Kevin said, all right. So they were very successful that summer doing that show. And that's how they really formed. And then when they went to New York, to make a mark, that's when they became the Broken Lizard.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that was pretty interesting. No.
Yeah.
Look how successful they are now.
And how many great ideas and how many great things come from stories like that. Like, I don't want to do that.
Exactly.
Right.
One guy thinks he can, but nobody else wants to go with him.
That's kind of how we started.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to watch movies. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
And go figure. Did we talk about me going to a movie?
Not yet.
OMG. I went to a movie theater with my friend and saw a movie.
Like last week, couple weeks ago?
Couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
We went
2022.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I waited that long. From Harry Potter to Mac and Rita. And it was a lovely movie. I would suggest you see it if you're into this mindless entertainment that comes up with a happy ending.
Oh.
Loved it.
Yeah, no, I'll skip
Yeah,
it.
okay. You don't want it, but that's okay with me. I'll put it out there.
Okay.
So, yeah. So yeah, go figure. You've opened a new door for me.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you get popcorn?
We got popcorn and we
course.
got a giant freezy.
That's the only reason to go to a movie theater, honestly.
And we got extra butter and extra salt.
And I don't know why they don't just put the concession stand before the movie line, because I would just go buy movie popcorn all the time.
You can. Over at the theaters, you can just walk in and buy stuff.
Really?
You don't have to buy a ticket.
Nice.
Yeah, just tell the guy I'm going over there to get some popcorn.
I just really need movie theater popcorn.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they'll let you do. And did you hear that our Regal Theater is in bankruptcy?
Our Regal Theater?
The company that owns Regal Entertainment Theaters has
don't
gone
have-
into bankruptcy.
We don't have Regal theaters here.
Isn't that the one out at Levis?
No, we have Cinemark.
Oh, I think it's a Regal.
No, they're Cinemarks.
Oh, okay. Well,
But maybe
boo.
they're owned by Regal Entertainment.
I don't know, but they were a victim. The company that's based in Europe is a victim of the COVID.
Oh,
They can't recover.
really?
That's why they had that $3 movie day on Labor Day weekend.
Oh, the day that miraculously a water main broke at Franklin Park?
Oh, but Well, that was real, but it's still broken, I think. I
Yeah.
mean, didn't they like just open like Tuesday or when? No.
I don't know, but um, I thought that that was a real
Oh,
coincidental
I
time
didn't even
period.
think about that. But oh my God, you know how they could have filled every single theater for $3.
Oh, for $3, if I had known, I would have gone and saw 4 movies.
That's because you don't watch the news.
And also I don't want to be around a crowd.
Well,
So
yes,
the
that
mall on
that is
Labor Day,
true.
no, thank
That
you.
is true. And $3 movies, like I say, would draw a crowd. I would think.
Yeah, too many kids, too many dumbasses.
Yeah, but I have a job, so I had to freaking go to it.
Oh, I had the
Yeah,
weekend off, and I was just like,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed this movie.
Well, good. I. It was kind of a softball pitch because I was just like,
I know you wanted to see something else, and then
yeah,
like this flew into your mind, and you couldn't think of anything
right.
else.
We were in traffic, and I said I couldn't pull over any further.
That's right. That's right. I said what?
So then we had to talk about the movie, and then we had to watch the preview, which I don't usually show Mom the preview before, and when I post it, I know she doesn't watch it.
I don't.
So that was a little out of sorts for us, but
Yeah,
I knew that if she saw the preview, that she would be 110% on board.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just like crazy. I just loved it, and I would look at other stuff like that he did, so, and especially Dukes of Hazzard.
He did Dukes of Hazzard.
He did Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
I didn't think you knew that.
My
That's
boyfriend Johnny Knoxville's in that.
that's Jessica Simpson's debut movie in acting.
No, it wasn't.
That's what it said on the computer,
Okay.
and the computer is always right.
Well, I thought she, but that was later. So no, you're right.
2005. This was 2005.
Okay, you're right because she was in that Dane Cook movie, and we saw that in the movie theater on my honeymoon.
Oh my
The first time I
gosh.
was married.
That's a
So
long time ago.
yeah, 2006.
Wow.
So
Okay. All right.
so yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was another movie that made money,
Yeah.
but was not critically acclaimed about anything.
And I don't understand that because we just watched another movie yesterday with Sean William Scott in it,
Hmm.
the not Johnny Knoxville guy,
Yes.
and he's so funny. And he just really he did the American Pie movies, he did Dukes of Hazzard, he did this Role Models movie, and then he really just kind of fell off. And like, I don't know why Hollywood turned against him kind of out of nowhere because he doesn't seem to be like a total jerk off.
I, I, I don't exactly know anything about that. So,
I had read an article forever ago about it, so that's why it was fresh in my mind to think about it, but I didn't go back and reread it, so I have no facts. Maybe he is a jerk off and I just don't know.
that's true. But, you just never know. He has a wife
Okay.
and a son,
Okay.
and his middle name is the same as his father's, who was his name is Jay Jamblingum. Jamblingum? Do you want me to show you this word and you tell me
Okay.
if I'm anywhere close to it? It's right about down there.
Okay.
Uh, Alexis has my middle name also, and it's Elaine.
Yeah. Jambaling. Yeah. Jambalingum.
Jamblingum?
That's kind of what it reads as.
That was his grandfather.
We are very white. We're very sorry.
Yes, I mean,
Names are
please
hard.
don't hate us. We have simple names, very
Really,
simple,
really simple names.
and so Jay was named his middle name after his grandfather, and he named his son middle name after him too. So I thought that was, you know, just
Oh,
like me.
a little tasty tidbit is that in the movie when Farva says that your name is Arcot Ramathorn,
Uh huh.
Arcot is Jay's father's first name.
Father, yes. I read that too, and I thought, oh, nice. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's that crazy stuff. That's why I enjoy looking at this side of the movie rather than the movie itself. The stuff you have to get,
Right.
the money, the stinking rotten tomatoes, and all that weird stuff. But Yes, that was maple syrup that they chugged.
Oh, well, some of it was.
They tried thickened iced tea, but it
Yes.
just did not look right. So they went to maple syrup. I cannot even imagine.
Can you imagine? But could you imagine how sick you would be after drinking a bottle of maple syrup?
Yes.
Several
No.
times.
Yes. Oh, my goodness.
After drinking thickened iced tea.
Yeah, no.
Ugh.
I can't even imagine. And that kind of brings us to our theme meal. We're back to theme meal. I'm not dieting really strictly anymore.
Yeah.
So we went ahead with a theme meal, and we had pancakes, but they turned into waffles
Yeah.
and maple syrup. And it was delicious.
It was. And bacon.
And bacon.
Uh,
And
Which ties into the cops theme.
yes, got to have a little pork in there.
Little pig. Yep.
And I also had a piece of Velveeta cheese with my syrup and pancakes.
It's disgusting. It was gross to watch.
It's delicious. You have to
Gross.
put the maple syrup onto the cheese.
Gross.
You should try it.
Disgusting.
Grandpa loved it.
I don't care.
That's why we eat it like that.
Disgusting.
It was delicious. You
Gross.
should try it.
Never.
Maple syrup with Velveeta cheese.
I would rather kill myself.
The waffles were not pretty, but they were delicious.
They tasted really good though, right?
Yes.
Is it just because we haven't had a waffle in 4,000 years?
I can't even. I think the last time I had a waffle was at the Watova house.
Oh boy. The last time I had a waffle, the boxes were blue. Now they're orange, and they've been orange for a long time.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm talking 3 or 4 years possibly for me.
At least.
Because if I go out to a restaurant for breakfast,
I'm getting French toast.
Well, you get French toast, but I generally have eggs. So it was quite delicious. And maybe that's why the waffles were a little bit messy, because your waffle iron was feeling a little abused.
Neglected.
Maybe you don't like me anymore, so I'm going to do this.
I cleaned it really good last night. It just was covered in cat hair and like kitchen grease. So I got the Dawn dish soap out and just scrubbed the shit out of the whole thing.
Well, it was delicious.
It tasted great.
Yes. I wanted more, but I didn't want to explode.
No cat hair.
Yeah.
That's the best
I
part.
really appreciate that with the Mr. Fluff Man. I mean, my good God, that little kitty. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Cat hair everywhere.
4 days.
Yep.
Now, you said that you had read something about the chicken fucker thing.
I did, and I've been looking for it, but I can't find it.
The old couple in the car when Farva yells chicken fucker at them was his parents.
Yes. Maybe that's what I was reading. I read that. Oh.
And they knew that he was going to say something rude to them. But they were not expecting that.
Because you could see their faces were just, what? Yes.
Jim Gaffigan, with his little cameo.
Yeah.
As the speeder named Larry Johnson.
Yes.
He was called Larry Johnson in this movie because he has been on Law and Order a few times as a murderer named Larry Johnson.
Oh. I did not read that.
I thought that was pretty funny. And during the game they played with Larry Johnson, the cat game, meow. is said 11 times.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes. I did read that too. And I wondered how that was going to meow come out,
Right.
But I think that came from Mr. Rogers' meow. Didn't that cat on
the meow, the meow, meow,
meow 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 meow
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Was her name Miss Kitty?
I'm just
I feel like that was her name.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
But when I read that and then I saw it, that is the first thing I thought of. Mr. Rogers, meow 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 meow. How you feeling today? Meow meow meow. thought it was hilarious.
The bulletproof cup scene.
Oh my God.
That was shot outside of a real prison where all of the prisoners were jammed up against the gates and the fences to watch all this and just yelling and screaming at this man standing bare-assed in front of them.
Oh boy.
The shaving cream that they used on Rabbit, did you read
I
that?
read that too. It was menthol.
Oh my God. Why would they do that?
They didn't know.
Why do they put menthol in shaving cream?
To
Is it like to
open
open
the
up the pores?
pores?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, that poor man.
So he had to be hosed off with a fire hose.
Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of losing a few layers of skin, right?
Yeah, I bet he was nice and pink and rosy when they were done.
Paul Soder, the guy who played Foster, took about 9 blows to the head with a rock hard snow cone.
The snow cone incident. Yes.
Before they realized it wasn't a soft ice snow cone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That could only have happened to, a guy like him.
Right. And you knew that was a hard snow cone.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
when
he-
he grinded his teeth against it, it was just like, oh,
Yeah.
it hurt me.
How did that ball land on that thing to hit her in the face? That was funny, and he didn't know a thing. He didn't know what happened. Nothing. He didn't know what hit him.
But did you see the guy in the food truck was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yes, that was pretty funny. But yeah, that I did read that. It was like he kept getting hit in the head with a block of ice.
I mean, after the first time, aren't you saying something to somebody?
I'm thinking so.
But anything for a laugh, I guess.
I guess. A brain injury? I don't know if I'd do that.
It's not funny if it doesn't hurt.
I guess.
When Thorny keeps clicking at the keys, enhance.
Yeah.
That is an homage to Harrison Ford in Blade Runner when he is looking for clues in a picture.
I did not know that.
I didn't either because I've never seen the original Blade Runner.
I don't know if I did have seen that one movie or not.
It's from 1982. It's got Rutger Hauer and Sean Young.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
I believe so.
Yeah. The bar of soap that O'Hagan bites into is actually a bar of white chocolate.
Equally awful.
Yeah, because white, and it's so funny because I don't ever want to eat white chocolate by itself, but I love a white chocolate macadamia cookie.
Oh, well, no. Yes, absolutely.
But if you give me a cookie with like all the chocolates, like dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and white chocolate in it, I don't want it.
No, not good. But yeah, no. Chocolate should be chocolate.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be red or green or white. Like at Christmas time, they make white chocolate different colors. No.
Yeah.
Just say no.
It's white chocolate.
Well, that's better than biting into a bar of ivory soap, I guess.
I mean, honestly, at that point, I kind of would rather bite into a bar of soap.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
I don't know. That's up in the air, I think.
The actor that plays Rabbit has a cousin who is a Minnesota State Trooper.
I read that.
We talked about Thorny's real name. Oh, the badges in the movie. They're supposed to be highway patrol badges.
Yes.
But apparently they more closely resemble New York Police Department detective badges.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay, isn't a badge a badge a badge?
I think that each police operation gets to make their own badge, design their own badge somewhere along the line, I think.
Is that just so that, they can't just be replicated willy-nilly?
I think probably, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay, makes sense.
Because, it's against the law to impersonate a police officer.
Right.
So I guess you can't really put a lot into that.
Um, this is a fun little bit of trivia that I read. When they're at Captain O'Hagan's house to read the letter from the governor,
Uh-huh.
that house is the same house that was used as Stacy Sutton's house in A View to a Kill,
Oh,
which, as you know, is one of my favorite Bond
a
movies.
James Bond movie.
Only because Duran Duran did the theme song.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I read that and I didn't even think about that. I
Yeah.
should have.
Yeah, that's the one with Christopher Walken is the bad guy, and Grace Jones is in it.
Yes. Yes.
And James Bond is masquerading as a horse owner named James St. John Smythe. And St. John is spelled St. John.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, la-di-da.
La-di-da-di-da.
Interesting.
The St. Anke's keg had Budweiser labeling on it if you looked real close at it.
I did not.
I didn't either, but I'll take the internet's word on that one.
Interesting.
I mean, we could rewind it back, but the remote is already across the room, and I don't want to get up.
No. I'm okay with. Again, isn't the computer always right?
Of course.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
yeah.
the last little bit of trivia that I wrote down is that the gun scene at the Winnebago, when they're pulling the guns out at everybody,
Yes.
one of them, the one main one that you see, is an old-style BB gun, and you can tell by the way the cocking mechanism looks.
Yes, I read that too, but I don't think that I even really looked at the guns, and I had meant to do that.
I had to, but then I was...
Because really, you knew that something stupid was going to happen when they pulled the gun.
Well, yeah.
You just knew that.
Of course.
So yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh, I do. Another little piece of trivia was that when they're watching the Johnny Chimpo video with the German guy and they're smoking, their eyes are red because somebody was blowing menthol fumes into their eyeballs to get them red, so they weren't just sitting there just stoned off their asses. They were just made to look that way.
I read that too.
A lot of menthol on this set.
Man.
Sounds a little dangerous.
Did they not know that that it's like that?
I guess not.
But I mean, if you're not using it crazily, I guess that it did the trick.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, but that was funny.
yeah, I thought the whole movie was funny. I just thought it was hysterical.
The German couple.
Yes. In the Porsche 911 Carrera.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of Cayennes on the road right now. Porsche Cayennes. They're the SUVs.
You know what? Lately, I have been
Is that
seeing
weird?
those. I mean, listen. If you're going to buy a Porsche, it sure as hell is not going to be an SUV.
Why? Why? If I'm paying $100,000 plus for a car, it better fit a goddamn circus inside it.
No.
I'm not spending all that money for a 2-seater car.
Oh yes.
Absolutely not. You're
yes.
killing me.
No. Yes. It's going to be It's going to be flashy and it's going to be sexy and yeah. It's not going to be in it. I'm not going to haul anybody else but me in it.
Oh. Well, pardon me.
Yeah. That's crazy. You're talking crazy talk.
Spending that much money on a car, it better, be able to house me.
Yeah, no. You're crazy. You crazy.
But other than that, that's about all I read trivia-wise. You were able to guess what was coming a lot. Is that because you read a bit of the trivia? Or are you just that good?
I did read a bit of the trivia, but come on. I mean, that had to be the next step. It had to be the next step. Just OMG. I loved it. I loved the movie. I would recommend it to anybody. That's not offended by the F word, or some boobies and a couple of dusty penises.
It was just the one.
Okay,
thank
one
God.
dusty penis. So
He was being deloused, which meant that obviously he had some sort of body lice.
well, he didn't. No, he probably didn't, but they just made sure he didn't.
I don't know. He looked like the type.
He did.
Oh, the ball gag when he's tied to the toilet,
Yes.
Farva. It was a lime.
Yes, I read that too.
Which I don't know. Have you? I don't know if you've bought tropical fruit lately, but I've been doing the HelloFresh things,
Uh-huh.
and the limes that they send me are ping pong ball size
Yes,
at best.
I was going to buy a real lime at the grocery store the last time I went, but the little bag of them, which was like $8.
Yeah.
They were all just like, I can't, that won't even fit in my juicer.
Right.
It's too small.
Right.
I have noticed that.
Yeah.
Is it the weather?
It has to be.
Yeah, because, and that little bag probably only had 6 or 7 in it.
Yeah. I'm not getting $1 worth of lime there.
No.
No.
No, so I bought one of the little squeezy plastic ones.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yes, I have noticed that.
Yeah.
And I tried to, what did I try to buy that day and they didn't have, oh, an avocado. I wanted to buy an avocado that day. They did not even have any at Kroger.
Really?
The day I was in there to buy it, not a single one.
Was it recently? Because
yes.
I think I went to the store last weekend myself. I went by myself, and they were running a sale on avocados.
Oh, it was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
But yeah, they did not even have a single avocado there.
Weird.
But I bought some beautiful strawberries, and they were delicious.
It's so bizarre what's not on the shelf at the grocery stores anymore.
I know. It's odd, isn't it?
It's crazy. Like, just random shit
Yeah.
you just can't find.
Yeah. I know. They're talking about mustard being unattainable now because the mustard seed is grown in, oh my goodness, I just got a blank spot. Were they having a war? Where did Putin just try to?
Oh, Ukraine?
Yeah, they grow mustard seed in Ukraine.
Okay.
And they also do it here in the United States, but there's a mustard shortage in Europe. I thought, oh my God. So maybe it's a good thing you bought 3 little jars of mustard.
Yeah, and you were making fun of me.
Yeah, go figure. I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's weird stuff.
Yeah, absolutely weird.
And, as far as the prices, I get it. I mean, everything is going up because the weather has been so weird that things can't grow.
No, yeah, and we're having frosts overnight. It's not even wintertime yet.
No, not for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It won't be winter. The solstice is like the 22nd.
Yeah, that's why I told Justin I wanted to get on the road before, the snow comes. And he's like, that's like 2 months away. And, the weather's crazy. It's not probably going to snow until late December. And I'm like, it could snow tomorrow.
It could. It absolutely could. The hurricanes in the Atlantic Ocean?
Oh, yeah.
They are only up to E.
Really?
Yes.
God, what was...
Last year, we went through the alphabet 1.5 times.
Yeah.
When I heard that on the news yesterday, I thought, no way.
Wow.
So, what the hell is going on? Since there is no such thing as global warming.
Of course.
I'd say it's CERN, CERN.
Oh, whatever they're doing at CERN. Right.
If you're a listener, you know what we're talking about.
First of all, I took offense at being told what CERN was.
Yes.
By an obviously very crazy person.
Uh-huh. I can imagine. and with tonight being the full moon, the poor kitties are just going
Oh my God, they're
crazy.
bananas.
And, should we go out in public today? No.
I hadn't planned on it.
Nope. Nope, not a chance. Let things cool down a little.
Yeah, so we'll just go out into the world tomorrow when everybody's hungover from the full moon.
Well, that's okay. And if you're going to get an early start, it'll be all right.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We hope so. Oh God.
You'll have fun.
Yeah.
If it's even half as good as that place in Grand Rapids, you're going to have a blast.
I should think that we will.
Yeah.
So
This
yeah.
is they went to a video store a couple weeks ago in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's just unbelievable.
Oh, Justin was like a kid in a candy store.
Yep, I can imagine.
We could have easily been in there until they closed down.
Yes, I know because when we went there a few months ago, I was worried that someone had kidnapped you out of the back door. And then I went in and I said, "Oh, I get it now.
Oh.
She's not halfway through the store yet." But it was something else. It was pretty magnificent.
Yeah, it was huge. And that was a small one.
Yeah.
They said that they have bigger ones.
And are you going to try to go to that one in Indiana?
Yeah.
Wow,
At
that'll
some
be
point we're gonna try to, maybe if not this year, then springtime we will.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a mega one in Lima too.
Oh, Lima's not too far.
I would, it's probably about 6 and 1/2 dozen the other to
Yeah,
Fort
maybe.
Wayne.
Yeah, Fort Wayne, Lima.
Yeah.
Probably about the same, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to flip a coin.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So, and that Grand Rapids trip was so fun.
Oh, I know. I'm so sorry that I was sick.
I am too, because you missed out on some awesome
I
food.
I know. I know.
We had these sub sandwiches from a Tallarico's sandwich place. Oh my God, it was the best sandwich I've ever had. It was closer to a panini than a sub,
Oh.
but it was so good. She put the seasoning and a little bit of oil on it, and
Oh.
oh my God.
And the hot dogs you had?
Oh my God, the hot dogs we had were great. And it was crazy because, I sat there and talked the whole time. Justin, inhaled his meal, and I'm, halfway through a dog. And it was hot. My whole meal was hot the whole time, which, how does that even happen?
Right. Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, so if you're in the Grand Rapids area, hit up the Tellerico sub shop and hit up Yesterdog. They were very, very, very good.
Nice.
Yes, and we'll drive 3 hours just to go back to those places.
Wow, that's nice. That's saying a lot.
Yeah,
Because we have a lot of good hot dog places around here.
not even close.
Okay. All right. That's
And I don't even know, like, I can't even say it was like spectacular grade food.
why was it so good?
I don't know.
Just because you were having a good time.
Probably.
So many things that we eat when we're having a good time always taste better.
Yeah.
They just always taste better, and that's not by accident. I don't think.
No, I think that there was definitely an endorphin rush.
Yeah,
It
it's like our
went along with it.
theme meals.
Yeah,
We had pancakes for crying out
it was
loud.
awesome.
What's a pancake? It was. It was delicious because we knew that there'd be pancakes in the movie, even though our pancakes turned into waffles.
That's
It's the same thing.
I used the same batter.
Yep. The only thing is, waffles are crunchier. That's all. That's all it is.
And I wouldn't even say that mine were crunchy.
No, they weren't. But other things we've had too have been really good, just because we're having a good time.
Definitely.
Yeah, I absolutely believe that.
And I'm so glad to get back to the theme meal.
Me too.
It was really awful sitting there eating chips in front of you.
I know,
I hated doing it.
but I
But
did.
also, I'm a gluttonous fool.
I did really good with that diet. It just I couldn't do that diet. I have to find a new one.
That
And
doesn't literally kill your body.
yeah, and I'm really sad because I was doing so well.
Yeah,
And I'm still doing okay. I'm still hanging in there.
good.
I haven't gained any weight yet. So I don't know. After a waffle, and then I'm going out to dinner with some friends tonight. So, but thank goodness these friends that I'm going out with tonight, they're not big drinkers. So I can order an iced tea and not feel bad because everybody else is ordering margaritas.
Oh, good for
Although
you.
I like a margarita now and then, I just haven't been in the mood for the drinking. We tried to drink today,
Oh boy,
but
I haven't heard it explode yet.
no,
So.
thank goodness. I put the sparkling, I think that's sparkling juice. That's why it froze.
Oh,
I don't think it's like champagne.
there's any liquor in it.
And I had
Okay.
meant to take it out when we made our plates and completely forgot about it. And after the movie, it was frozen solid.
Oh well.
Thank goodness it didn't burst open.
Yeah, really.
That would have been a freaking mess because it was on the very tippy top shelf. That would have been all over.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, God. But we tried. I
Yeah.
tried. See, I didn't even want to drink sparkling juice. I don't know.
that's mom's birthday is coming up, and I had volunteered to make a sangria. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like, God, there's so much work involved.
Yeah.
Opening a bottle of wine, dumping it into a pitcher, going to the store and buying frozen fruit, opening that package,
Opening the vodka, pouring that in.
dumping that in to the
Yeah.
pitcher.
Hello, my baby.
Oh, Luli is here.
Miss Lily just joined us.
Yeah. Well, that's because
Da-
Dad just came home and
Dad's
locked her out of the
home.
bedroom.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that she can go in the other way.
Right. She doesn't remember her original bedroom opens up to that bedroom.
Well, I think it's just that she doesn't need to be in there that bad. If she
Oh.
needed to be in there, she'd figure out a way to get
Yeah.
in.
You know, she'd just sit at the door and stare at it. He'd feel her eyes on him.
No,
and-
she's a door opener.
Oh.
She's a door opener. And she will sit there and yell at the door until you open it for him. But Lula will just jump up and throw her whole body at the door, just like Jellybean does.
All what? 2 pounds of
It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. And Jellybean, even now that he's a big boy, he still throws his entire body into it. It's so funny.
Oh no! And she's so watching. Where's Dad? Why isn't he coming out?
Yeah, I think the light just went off in there.
I think so. And she's saying, "Well, why isn't he coming out?" Oh gosh, she's so cute.
She really is.
She has the prettiest face.
But she's got the blackest eyes. The
Yeah.
devil's eyes.
Yes, she does. She looks like one of those lost children. Have you seen those? You know, on the Mysteries of the Deep or something.
Oh, not lost children, they're the black-eyed
the
children.
black-eyed children. Yes.
Yes.
She looks. Her eyes look exactly like that.
Well, that's the line that I just said was from Halloween. That's what they said about Michael Myers
Oh.
as a child because
See,
of his first murder.
I don't get the movie things because I've never seen them.
You watched that. We watched Halloween.
One time. Calm down. It's okay.
Well, and speaking of, spooky season is right around
my
the bend.
goodness. Yes.
So what are we watching?
We're almost sold out of candy corn and Peeps already at our store.
Really?
We'll have to.
People hate candy corn.
Oh, I know.
I love it.
Really?
I think it's disgusting, but it's awesome. I
Oh,
love it.
no.
Every year I want some.
No, no. I love the smell of it. I love to walk down the aisle and pick up a bag and give it a big old sniff.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weirder than
Delicious.
just actually eating it and enjoying it.
That's just like marshmallows.
Ugh.
Go down that aisle and pick up a bag of marshmallows and give them a big old sniff. Oh, but I hate marshmallow in my mouth. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
I love a s'more, but if I were to have a raw marshmallow near my face,
Yeah,
I
no.
kind of want to throw up.
Yeah, they're awful. We sell a lot of it.
Yeah.
And candy corn is huge. People, I don't know why they don't sell more candy corn throughout the year because people love candy corn.
Yeah. It's just like solid high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah. With
It's-
some red and yellow dye in it.
It's really nothing else.
Well, we haven't gotten our fill of that yet, so and they want the Brocs. They don't want the knockoff flavors, the
Oh.
knockoff companies.
It's
They-
all the same shit.
I know it's just in a
Okay.
different bag, but they want the
And
brand
also,
name Brocs.
I don't like the Indian corn candy corn with the brown and the
cho-
orange. I prefer the yellow and the orange.
Okay, and people are very specific about that. If they call for candy corn, they want the white and yellow stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what we have.
Yeah.
We did not get Indian corn this year.
Really?
We did not, and that's the only one I will eat.
Did you get pumpkins?
We did get the mix, but we didn't get any just separate pumpkins.
Oh,
We only got the mix.
weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, somebody just got a bunch of rubs and they're too excited now and they just bit a fat roll and it hurt real
Ow!
bad.
Oh no! Oh,
She's
poor
a wild
little-
animal.
poor little Lulu. Yes, she is. She is a wild animal.
I was just giving her rubs the other day and she started hissing. And I was like, ah!
What was she hissing at?
I guess I touched her wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't touch her then.
It was weird. She hissed at me and she hissed at Jellybean just because Jellybean happened to be looking at her.
Oh, aw, poor little thing.
Yeah.
Nobody
And
loves
then
her.
she's been real picky about her food.
Yeah, you said
And
that.
I was wondering if she was sick, but no, she's just being picky to be a pain in my ass.
Yeah, Mr. Fluffman hasn't been eating much.
Yeah. So I gave the boys regular food, and I gave her the food that Fluff sent over for us, and she didn't want that. She went and pushed Jellybean out of the way on his plate and ate his food that she doesn't like.
But she won't eat it on her own plate.
No.
Okay.
But and then I just gave Jellybean her plate, and he's just like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god, you guys are picky bitches.
Aw, poor thing.
So I've got like 3 cans of open cat food in my fridge I've got to start dishing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets something different. Potluck.
I don't like cooking 3 meals.
Right. But they're your babies.
I'm not a 3-meal mom.
No, but they're so cute.
I'm going to get what's on your plate or you don't eat, Mom.
Yes.
They still are just like me. And then I have to be 3-meal mom.
Yes. They look at you with those eyes.
Yes.
Poor things.
Yeah. So I guess we need to start thinking about
We do.
spooky season and
Yeah.
I guess what time we have to do more movies
Right.
and what time will I stop being a lazy piece of shit
Oh,
and get editing done timely.
it's rough.
It really is.
I keep thinking one day it's going to be better, and it's not.
No, because then it's just like a new layer of suckage.
Yes. Or one more stressor, or one more idiot.
Yeah, it's just everything's awful right now.
Yeah, it is, and
It's
I
really
don't see
bad.
I don't see it getting any better. That's the worst part.
It is. And that's why we needed a movie like this today.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It was fabulous.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. I was worried that it would be a little too rough.
Oh, honey, I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Well, I
I
know,
know
but
stuff like that happens.
but I know you don't like to be a party to it.
That's true. But
So that's why I was just like,
this
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
gratuitous
It's they say the F
cussing.
word a lot.
Or gratuitous sex or anything like that.
Yeah, everything kind of fit in for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was pretty damn funny.
Yeah. I didn't see the Beer Fest one, where it's like an Oktoberfest kind of thing.
Oh my God.
But I did see Club Dread,
Oh,
where it's like a murder mystery goof off comedy at a Club Med type place,
yeah.
resort location.
Okay.
But I did see that, and it was silly. But I wouldn't say it was good.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Because this movie was crazy.
These guys are
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Currently, a lot of them are on Tacoma Fire. It's a sitcom that's currently airing.
Yes.
And I've never watched it, mostly because I don't have cable.
I'm sure it's on something else.
But I have seen clips from it, and they are very funny. The one clip I watched was, I don't know who this person was to the fire department, but there was a fire at a sex toy factory.
Oh, dear.
and she called it like a marital aid factory, and they're like, "Oh, can you tell us what was burned?" And she's just like, and the sign interpreter is next to her. So now this person has to list off all of these sex toys, and the sign interpreter next to her is signing this stuff. It's even funnier than watching this poor woman squirm by saying all this weirdo stuff.
Oh no. Oh
So
my
it does
gosh.
it does have something that seems to be comedy gold,
Yeah.
but
Well, it's these guys. I mean, together they're hilarious.
so yeah. If you have time, check this movie out. If you haven't checked it out, you have lived under a rock for too long, and just go
Kind of like me.
get this movie. I bought it last night for $3.22. And that's including Ohio sales tax.
Yeah, the
So
governor's part, you got to pay that first.
yeah, it was worth every penny.
Yep. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
You and Justin will have to watch it again.
We've seen it 12 million times.
Okay. Never mind then. Maybe you'll find something new tomorrow.
I hope we find fun stuff. Like we just went recently and found some fun stuff.
Yeah,
So I think that we'll find at least something.
absolutely.
At least something that has to come home with us.
Yes. Or a bag of stuff that has to come home with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I gotta call Kurt at some point today and
Yes, don't forget.
make a plan.
That's right.
So, the famous Kurt Mefford
Right.
podcast
our-
guest extraordinaire.
Yes. He's going to have to come back because he had some good intel on that movie.
Kurt is a great guy and he's so funny.
Yep.
Yes. So, definitely. We'll definitely have to have him back.
Yep.
And what else?
Oh, we have to mention the Queen.
Oh,
Parting this earth this week.
Yes.
I'm sad for the family.
Yes.
She's been, and the whole country. I mean, she's been quite a leader for that.
The realms and the Commonwealth as well.
And she did what she could for her country.
And till the minute of her last breath.
Yep.
She did not really take a whole lot of time off to be sick.
No, no.
But again, she was 96.
Right, and
God bless her for living that long.
And we talked about it last night after her husband of all those years died.
Yeah.
That you don't live well after that, I think.
Right.
But that's how I want to go. I want to be awake today and dead tomorrow.
Right.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
And hopefully Charles will do as good a job as she did. I know.
Did you see his speech? My darling mama. Oh, gross.
Yes.
I'm not a Charles fan.
I know, and a lot of people aren't, but
I'm definitely not a Camilla fan.
No, a lot of people aren't.
But apparently she's done good work as a senior royal.
Yes.
So she really has come up in the ratings.
And Charles has, he's lived his own life. I mean, and I think that maybe years and years and years ago, Mother should have not orchestrated who he was supposed to marry so much.
Well,
and I think that Charles let his children marry who they wanted because of how he must have felt all those years when he wanted someone else.
Okay. Getting to that, Meghan Markle has a podcast on Spotify.
I know.
That I read an article about it and I was just like, I'm already angry at this.
Uh-oh.
So I actually sat down and listened to it.
Oh, really?
Yes. I have a lot of free time at work.
Yeah.
Not really, but I have a lot of time to let my mind wander while I work. So I listened to the first couple episodes, and boy howdy, she really has like no self-awareness.
Really?
It is just
Wow.
And then she was saying stuff, and I'm just like, what?
Nothing as profound as we say.
Well, no. And I had read an article, and I had to take a picture of it and send it to Justin just because I'm real funny. But there was an article on page 6. Oh, Meghan Markle hits back at gendered response to her and Prince Harry's romance. And the direct quote is, when I started dating my husband and we became engaged, everyone was like, oh my God, you're so lucky he chose you. And apparently she's offended by that. But it's just like, Meghan, he's literally a prince. Mom is just standing there silent with her mouth open. She, I just hit her with so much dumb. She
What?
stopped.
What?
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, he could have his pick of anyone.
He was dating Ellie Goulding for a bit. I
You-
love her.
I don't think I ever saw him without a beautiful woman on his arm.
No, he could have had his pick
No,
of
no.
of high society.
Now Megan's a lovely woman.
She's gorgeous.
She is.
But she's kind of a jackass. She's a
Yes.
C-list celebrity.
She came with a whole lot of baggage.
Whole lot of crazy.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Wow, don't think too much of yourself, girl.
Right. And that's kind of how I felt about the whole podcast. And it's just
yeah.
like, wow, okay.
Okay.
It's just fluff
Yeah.
to make me feel good. You know?
Yeah.
Much like this podcast
kinda
is for us.
I was just going to say, kind of like us.
But I don't
Because
know.
I think we do this podcast for ourselves.
Well, mostly. I showed you that we have some listener dots in and around Barcelona, Spain.
I know. What does that mean?
Somebody in North Africa near Morocco, but it's not
Wow.
Morocco. So that's cool.
I'm amazed.
Yeah. We've got
But hello out there.
Yes.
We're thrilled to have you.
Yes.
We hope that you are enjoying our stupidity and our ridiculousness.
Right, and know that we know we're not coming here to say anything profound.
No. No.
We're just here to have a good time.
We are. And there's too many people saying stuff that they think is profound. We get that. We're not.
No.
We just want to make a bright spot in your day and
right.
bring some entertainment to you. Mindless entertainment, like I keep saying.
Yeah. We just want to talk about how somebody gets covered in menthol shaving cream.
Yeah. But we always try to recognize important things. We have done that from the beginning.
Yeah.
We've tried to recognize things. And, the passing of the Queen is a big deal.
That's a big deal. What did you say the percentage was that only knew
80.
her?
80% of people in England, London, Britons have only known her as their monarch. 80%. Can you imagine?
Insane. That means they don't have a large octogenarian community, I guess.
Well, they do, but she was around for World War II.
Yeah, she wasn't reigning then, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and we know from the honor flight that we see that World War I and World War II soldiers are mostly gone.
Yeah.
There's
not many left.
Right. So, yeah, 80%, that just struck me as unbelievable.
Right.
Winston Churchill was her first prime minister.
Winston
know. Churchill. We only know him through history.
As an old guy.
Yes.
He was an old guy in World War II.
Yes. I just think it's amazing, and I think that things will be probably pretty much the same there. I don't think that Charles will stir up anything.
Well, and I don't think that he really can necessarily. I think the monarchy is really just there to
really
be
just
there.
as a
figurehead.
Figurehead, yes.
Yeah.
But I hope for the best for him and the rest of the family. They've lost a dear grandma and mother, and it's and they have quite a large family.
Like all of Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she had 4 kids, and each of her kids had kids, and each of their kids have had kids, and
Yeah.
so she has quite a large family. But all the best to them, and very sorry that the queen has passed.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How many things like this did you expect to see in your lifetime? I've
No,
seen 3 popes.
yeah,
Isn't that weird?
absolutely. And we only have one more pope before the world ends. You know that.
One more after the
After the
currents,
current
or
one.
just this guy's the end?
Nope, one more
Okay.
after him. And there won't be any more spots for popes on the wall, and the world will end.
Oh, is that the rule?
Well, there's something about the ornamentation in the Vatican somewhere that there's only one more left, and after this guy. So
Oh,
get ready, world.
okay. Well, can't they just erase people? They've erased spots before.
Have they?
Yeah, there was a Pope John, I don't know, like 8 or 9 or 23 or 24 or something or other, that was really a Joan and
Oh.
not a John.
Oops.
And what gave her away was that she fell off a horse and squeezed a baby out.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah.
Faux pas.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Oh my goodness.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Women do rule the world.
Well, they've been trying since the dawn of time, apparently.
Yeah, because the men sure can't.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well. Okay.
That's a story for another day, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, and then then you got popes retiring. Just
Yeah,
I don't
that is,
feel
you know
like
what?
doing this anymore.
That's not even
Okay.
the way it goes.
No, that's a lifetime position.
Yes.
A room full of people
Yes.
decide
Just,
that you're it.
just because you're tired and you want to hide from the public because you've kind of done a bad job with something, you can't hide from it.
Well,
You
but that's
can't.
the whole. That's
Pope
the Catholic
Emeritus,
Church.
my ass.
But what? That's how they operate. That's
I
their whole
know,
modus
but that's not
operandi.
how the Pope operates.
Yes, it is.
Well, it shouldn't be. Pope Emeritus. Yeah.
JP2 knew all this shit was happening. He didn't do anything either.
Oh, well, that's not his job.
Yeah, it was. That's what happens when you're the boss.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I was like, what is that noise? Luli
It's
found a bottle cap.
Luli playing.
Yeah, let her be. It's fine.
Yeah.
I just thought it was something crazy. I'm like, oh my god, are we rattling something?
Nah.
Did we break it again?
Well, we try.
Okay.
All right.
Then we will. We also talked about watching the Fifth Element.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That was the
So-
original movie. Yes.
That is on the list to get watched.
Okay.
We are going to have to think about Halloween movies.
Yes, because September is halfway gone already.
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I don't know. I just woke up.
It hasn't ended yet. You can't wake up until September ends.
Okay.
um, but from there, just be good to people, be good
Yes,
to yourself,
please. Yes.
and remember that we care about you. And if
Yes.
nobody else has told you, we love you.
Yes, we do.
And we'll see you relatively soon.
All right.
Ish.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Movies with My Mother, and we're glad you're here. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.